Welcome. In this video we'll be checking out Puzzling Places, one of the best games for the Quest that has been released in 2021. This is a great puzzle game that features puzzles that are created from 3D scans of real-life locations. If you're looking for a comfortable, relaxing, even a meditative experience, then this one is well worth checking out. Now, in addition to that, we're going to talk about a Quest 2 bundle competition that's running right now up until the 31st of December. So in this bundle, you get your Quest 2, but you also get a bunch of awesome accessories that I'm going to be talking about a bit later in this video. And I have a unique code in the description below that will give you an extra chance of winning. So even if you have a Quest 2 and you end up winning, you can give the extra one away as a gift perhaps and keep those awesome accessories for yourself. Do whatever you like. But it's an awesome competition. I'll be talking a bit more about it later in the video. So as always, if you do like the video, giving it a thumbs up always helps. And if you're not subscribed already and you love your Quest 2, you might want to consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. So let's check out Puzzling Places. And here we are inside Puzzling Places. We have our puzzles to choose from here. We have 17 puzzles. Just do some basic maths. Yeah, 17. Before we go on, take a listen to that ambient sound and music. How nice is that? I feel relaxed already. So before we go into the game, we'll check out some of the settings. Then I'll talk a bit more about the competition. So we jump into the store. This is where you can purchase extra puzzles. So we have this Mars Desert Research Station pack, which is pretty cool. Now that's $7.99 Australian dollars, so it's probably about $5 US, I'd imagine. And now onto settings, and I love the attention to detail that the devs have given the settings here. So let me show you a few of them. You can use 360 puzzle piece shelf. So what that means is, instead of the puzzle pieces being in separate tabs that you switch between, you'll have them surround you in a 360 environment. Now this is only useful if you're on a swivel chair or you're standing up. If you're sitting down in a chair that doesn't swivel, then you probably want the tab feature. But as I'm in a swivel chair, I'm going to do the 360. Use minimalistic environment. No, I want to keep that as it is. I'll keep the sounds as they are. Locomotion, so you can move around. Now as default, you've got to hold B and Y buttons for locomotion, and they did that specifically for new VR players. So they might grip the controllers a bit too tight and accidentally move. So it's default B and Y, but you can switch it to grip buttons for motion. So that's really cool that they've really thought of everything here when it comes to making it a comfortable experience. Onto the game modifiers, we have show reference images. So this is like on the front of a puzzle box. You can use that image as a reference to build the puzzle. I'll be keeping it on, but you can turn it off if you want more of a challenge. And if it's not challenging enough, you can switch all puzzles to black and white, which I definitely won't be doing. I do have my battery pack on the back here for the extra battery life, because I think I might need that. Because yeah, puzzles aren't my thing really. Let's go on to 90 Hertz mode. Why not? That will give me a better experience, but drain my battery a bit faster, but that's okay. And we have our control. So let's jump back into the library. Let's look at some of the other puzzles you get with the game. So we have the Upper Vestibule, Stockholm, Sweden. Fortress of Ambird, Armenia. Do we get any more details? So not much. So it tells us it's a building and where it is, not much more than that. We have some kind of fancy drawing room in Stockholm, Sweden. We can do a railroad car as well. What is this? Looks like some kind of mannequin, Japan. Yeah, human-made object. So it's not just buildings and locations. Looks like there's objects as well. And so I think let's do the holiday special puzzle. Now you can choose the amount of pieces you have from 25 to 400. I don't think I'll be doing 400. I don't like to live that dangerously, but let's jump in, see what it looks like. So this is what a 400 puzzle piece puzzle looks like. I won't be doing it myself. It would take me forever, although it does auto-save every time you put a new puzzle piece together, so you don't have to do it all in one go. But still, I think I want to complete a puzzle during this video. So let's go back and do something a bit easier. Another thing to mention, you can delete the puzzles. So all these puzzles here come to about 2.5 gig, I think. But if you delete them all except for one, it only take up about 200 to 300 meg on your headset, which is great if you don't have a lot of space. So you can see what I mean when I say that the devs have really thought of everything here. So let's jump into the holiday special, and I'm going to reduce it down to, I don't even think 200 pieces. Do 100. I reckon I could do 100. I do want to talk a bit more about the competition, but before we do, let me show you around. Right, so we have our puzzle pieces. This is 100 pieces, a lot more manageable than 400, as you can tell. We have our reference cards as well, which we can just force grab like this. It shows the different angles of the 3D model. These are actual 3D scans of the real life location. How cool is that? And we have our tools up here. So we have this color changer tool, which we can change the color of the reference cards up here. We can go home with that one. We have this grouping tool. This is pretty cool. So if you want to group certain pieces together, so let's make a group of the different windows, for example. You can just do that, and there we go. I've got my group of puzzle pieces like that, which is pretty awesome, and then put that group over there. Then we have this eyeball. So once we've built the building, we can actually have a look inside, sort of like X-ray mode, using that eyeball feature there. So I have no idea where to start. Let's look at the reference card. Maybe there's a... There we go, maybe the tower. That might be the easiest place to start. So the devs have said that in upcoming updates, they're going to add more puzzles, some free, some paid. They're also going to add more tools. Now, tools that will help and tools that will challenge. I think they also plan to experiment with hand tracking. It isn't confirmed yet, but they are playing around with that. And the big one is multiplayer mode. It's currently in beta. They're working on it right now. That's it there. It goes, snaps together like that. Nice. And yeah, so that should be coming next year. Now imagine you could probably play this game multiplayer locally at least anyway. You could probably cast it to your TV, get some family and friends around. And that'd be pretty cool to play together. Okay, now what's next? We need another clock face here. Can we click that in there? There we go. That's cool. So you can actually hear the sounds once you complete the part of the puzzle, like this clock tower. It makes these sounds. So if you build, for example, a monastery, you might hear the monks chanting. If you build a part of a toilet block, you might hear... No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so you can hear these sort of sounds as you complete parts of the puzzle, which is really awesome little feature there. Now if that bell sound starts to become annoying, you can turn it off in the options. You can also place it away from you, and the further it goes away from you, the quieter it gets. Or I can just flick it back here like that. Now what is next? So maybe look at my reference card over here. So let's talk about the competition. That's actually an awesome Quest 2 bundle. You get your Quest 2 with that. You also get a key for a copy of Puzzling Places, and you get some awesome accessories. So you get a KIWI head strap. Now I've actually tested that head strap on my channel. I actually broke my official Quest Elite strap to do that video, just to test them out. I gave them a real good stress test, bent them, and I found the KIWI Design strap to be a good alternative to the Elite strap. There was also KIWI Design grips. I haven't tested them myself, but I hear good things. They're rubberized grips. They've got a nice battery cover opening. The old ones didn't, so you had to take them on and off, but this one has the battery cover opening built in, so you don't have to do that, and they look pretty good. And you also have a universal LED headstand, which is really cool because it changes color, has this nice minimalistic look, just looks really sexy, and you can charge your headset as you place it on the stand. So really awesome bundle. If you want to be in a chance of winning, go down to the description below. There's a link to the competition page, and the more things you do, the more entries you'll get. So it'll ask you for something, you complete the task, it will give you another entry into the competition, and it will ask you at some point for a secret code. In the description below, there's a unique code to me, VRREVIEWS. If you enter VRREVIEWS into that secret code section, you get another entry into the competition. The puzzle took me about an hour and a half to complete, and so I would imagine a 400-piece puzzle would probably take me about 4 hours. Given there are 17 puzzles with the base game, that's a lot of potential playtime. I probably didn't make as much use of the reference cards and grouping tools as I should, but I think that I would get better at using them with practice. And I think that's part of the game really, just experimenting, trying different strategies and ways to approach the puzzle until you find the best strategy that works for you. Everything controlled well, was super responsive and just flowed. There were no immersion breakers or jankiness when handling the pieces and snapping them together. There were also more sounds to find as the puzzle went on, like this scooter. You can hear the scooter trying to start. Overall, I found the game to be challenging but really relaxing. For a while I was just in the zone and time just flew by. Finding the piece you need and snapping it into place was also super satisfying. So yeah, just an incredibly relaxing, immersive and rewarding experience. The final piece. Which way around? There we go. So that's Puzzling Places. It's one of my favourite games to relax in VR, and I love the attention to detail that's actually gone into this game. I think it has a well-deserved spot as one of the best games for 2021. Remember, if you want to enter the competition to win that Quest 2 bundle, you'll find the unique code in the description below. That'll give you an extra chance to win, so just make sure you use that. That's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one.